Do you suffer with tension headaches? You know, at the end of the week, when it's been a stressful one at work, the kids are causing havoc at home, and you're getting that stress coming up through your neck, around the back of your ears, behind the eye. It feels like someone has got a jackhammer at the back of your eye, and it can go across as a band around the front of your head. Yep, you know those ones? Those would be the tension headaches. So today we're going to talk to you about exactly how you can start reducing these tension headaches at home without the need for a professional. I'm Dr. Jeremy Andrews, Doctor of Chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey. So tension headaches. Now we have to be careful here because headaches can be caused by a number of factors. Tension headaches usually are caused by problems in the shoulders and neck, and that tension radiates around the head as a referral pattern from the upper trap muscles. The upper trap muscles go from the base of the skull all the way to the top of the shoulder to the middle of the shoulder blade. So upper trapezius is the official term. And the referral pattern is a C shape around the head. So C shape around the head like that, sort of behind the eye, and you can go across like that. So you may describe it as just a one-sided headache, or you may get it on both and it feels that band around the front. But this is a referral type pattern of a muscle. So another referral type pattern may be the piriformis muscle in the hip. That can refer pain down the leg. Now, if we just came to here and we started massaging the front of your head, and that's going to feel okay. It might actually reduce the headache, but it's not going to address the problem long term. So really we need to go to the root of the issue in the neck in order to get that body back in the best position to prevent these tension headaches from coming on. So what do we need to do? Well, simple. Let's start with some simple movements that you can do at home to reduce the tension through your neck to help take pressure off. So very simply, you want to stretch the upper trap muscle out. So pulling the head over like this and then rotating the head backwards and forwards. That is a great way to take pressure off the head. Just stretching it over. Be very gentle with this one. Side to side, rotating, getting more tension through, really trying to pull this shoulder down, not up here. It wants to be down like this. Holding that 30 seconds, make sure it doesn't cause any dizziness or you're really wrenching your neck. You've got to be a little bit careful of that because obviously there's some quite integral structures in your neck that go to your brain. So if you're feeling faint or dizzy, just stop doing those. That's really important. The second one, and this is something that I'm sorry to be like a mother, but you need to be hydrated. So whenever you are suffering with a headache, the first thing you should do is drink a pint of water. It can't be juice, it can't be tea or coffee. It has to be pure water to rehydrate the body and get it in the best position. Even if you feel you're not thirsty, I'd always say drink a pint of water, because if you've been drinking coffee or tea all day, those are diuretics. They're going to dehydrate you, they're going to take water out of your body, and that can cause headaches as well. Third thing as well, you want to make sure that you're eating the correct foods. So if you're getting these tension headaches and there's a pattern, as in when you eat a certain food substance like chocolate or Chinese takeaway or caffeine, or you really want to address what sort of foods that you're eating and how that's impacting on your body, because a tension headache is just a symptom of something that's going on with our body, whether it's a physical issue, chemical issue, or an emotional issue. How many of you, from an emotional perspective, have got to the end of the week when it's been stressful or something's going on with your family or your partner or your kids, work, and you feel tension around here, and that can radiate up around the head. So we need to make sure that we're addressing the root cause of the problem. And then number 4, chin tucks. Chin tucks and extensions. So I do these, take pressure off my neck, very simple, and then lean the head back like this as well. So tuck, and then extend, and then come back. Now, if you've got vertigo, do not do this. If it's causing you dizzy, just stop doing it. But I would do that 10 times, try and repeat 3 times through. Lovely way to take pressure off of the neck muscles, reduce that tension around the head. Okay, number 5, you can massage the areas. So I know I said at the start of this video that massaging the areas is not going to cause any long-term effects. That's fine, but it will help get you out of pain in the interim. So what I do is I just work on the temples here. So put a bit of moisturizer or some oil on your hands and just working around these areas. Close your eyes and just working in circles around the side here on the temporal lobe of the brain. And you can also work into the jaw as well. Sometimes the jaw can get quite stiff, and that can cause a lot of tension around the head as well. So just working on the jaw, if I just show you from the side, in here, and opening the jaw, so pushing quite hard. Open the jaw, and that's going to give you like an active release on there. So just working the jaw. The same thing on these muscles here, these are called the temporalis. So when you're opening the jaw, that'll help take a lot of pressure off that area as well. I also like to get an ice pack. So I put an ice pack on the back of my head, and I leave that on there for 15 minutes, and I just try and lie down in a dark room. So dark room is more for migraines. We're not talking about migraines here, we are talking about tension headache. But if you can reduce the stimulation going to the eyes, the reason the eyes are important is because there's something called the occipital cortex, where the eye processes all the information. That's in the back of your head. So if you close the eyes, it's going to reduce the intensity going to there and take the pressure off the suboccipital muscles around there. And it's also going to help to, if you've got some ice pack on there, just numb some of the muscles. That's all it's going to do. It's not going to cause a long-term response, but it's immediate to reduce some of the symptoms, help take some pressure off those areas. Okay, so ice pack is really good. So it's also important to remember that the sinuses, they can also go around to the head. So sometimes when you're getting a really stuffy headache, it can be from a sinus block or a sinus infection. So one thing that I love to do if I've got blocked sinuses is to use a steam. So I put like a big bowl of water, boiling water, and I get a towel and I put the towel over my head and the bowl on the table. Just make sure there's no young kids around or pets. And you literally put your head across the top of the bowl, not too close, and taking some deep breaths in through your nose. So, and then out through the mouth. And then that's going to breathe some of the moisture in. Often that can help to clear the sinuses. Not always, but it's sometimes a nice way to start before taking any antibiotics or any sinus medication. I think most of us, the reason you're watching this video is because you want to try and do things as naturally as possible without using medication. That's not always possible, but sometimes it's nice to start there and then go for medical help as you go through. Trusty favorite, massage gun. So massage guns can really help with pressure on the shoulders. So put the massage gun on. I go to about a mid-range, 70%, and I just use this on the shoulder muscles here. Okay, so you can see I'm just working across the upper trap muscle. You may want to go into the neck a little bit. That's going to obviously vibrate your head. And then push a bit harder. And then I'll use it on the other side as well. Taking pressure off these areas. So allow that to come back into a good position. Turn off. And when you're doing that, anything from 3 to 5 minutes is perfect, just to reduce some of the tension through the shoulder. It's going to really help take a lot of pressure off those upper trap muscles and reduce the pressure around the head. Okay, so there we have it. Those are my top tips for reducing tension headaches. Now, if you want to really prevent tension headaches from coming back, you need to address the root cause in the neck. So trying to restore that lovely lordotic curve through the neck. You can do that by using a traction wedge. See my previous video on how to reduce neck pain. Traction wedge is going to restore the curve, take the pressure off the muscles. You really want to focus on here. There's not much point doing this long term and using steam baths to help prevent tension headaches. They alleviate the pressure at the time, but if we want to prevent reoccurrence, we've got to address the root cause of the problem. Okay, if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please share this with anyone you know suffering with tension headaches. And just remember, you can grab copies of my best-selling books here on Amazon, How to Transform Your Back, and also The Secret Cure to Back Pain in the show notes below. All right, thank you so much. See you next time.